Okay, so in just the last couple of days, I manifested a $20,000 luxury trip to Germany, along with a brand new BMW for my husband and $20,000 in tax savings. And so in today's video, I'm going to show you how you too can manifest big things all of the time. So you can have these big manifestations just rolling in on a regular and consistent basis. So let's go ahead and get into my process. Now, the first step should be very obvious, but I've noticed it's something that a lot of people miss, which is that if you want to manifest things that are big regularly, you have to push the envelope and ask for big things regularly. So, for instance, if we talk about this Germany vacation, so this vacation, this luxury vacation to Germany is a trip I'm going to take with my daughter. And the reason why we're taking this trip is that during the pandemic, travel was really shut down, and I didn't really get to travel with my children that much. And so there's kind of this time where I would have liked to have been taking them places, but was unable to. And my husband works a lot, and it's challenging for him to go on longer extended vacations. So I decided, I'm like, you know what? I could take each of my kids on a trip. And so I'll take my daughter on a trip this year, and I'll take my son on a trip next year. Now, I could have gone for a reasonable trip. I could have asked for a trip to like Miami. I live in Florida. We could go to Miami. We could go to Fort Lauderdale. We could go to Orlando. Those would have been very, very easy, very simple for me to accomplish. I could have reached a little bit bigger, like maybe we'll go to New York, maybe we'll go to San Francisco, and stayed within the United States. But I had an idea of how to make it bigger, and I thought, you know what? Let's do a giant vacation for these kids. Let them pick anywhere in the world that they want to go, and then we'll make it happen. So notice that in order to get this high-end vacation, this big manifestation, I had to put out a big goal, a big dream. I want my kids to be able to pick a place on a map, and we're gonna go for it. And so that's what my daughter wanted to do. She wanted to go to Germany. So I set my intention to make that the trip that we would take. So let's go ahead and set your intention real quick. What is something huge you could ask for right now? How could you reach a little bit bigger? How could you make it more expansive, more explosive, more amazing? Take a moment and jot down in the comments some wild and crazy big manifestations that you would like to ask for. Give yourself permission to ask for things that are very, very big, and share them below so that it gives other people ideas of how they can stretch their mind into the idea that maybe they can manifest big things too. All right, so that's your first step. Just start asking for big things. Ask for big things. Now, the next thing you want to do is just as easy as the first. Okay, so in the first step, we just ask for big stuff. The second step is really simple, and it's just to take a step. Start taking little steps toward your dream. Not big steps, little steps. You don't have to figure it all out. In fact, that's not how the law of attraction works, okay? It's not up to you to figure it all out. But when you start taking steps in the direction of your dream, you start to think about your dream more, you start to believe in it more, and you start to resonate with it more. So taking small steps is critical to getting these big dreams really moving for you. So for me, I took a step with this Germany trip. I don't know anything about Germany. I don't do a lot of traveling that's quite like this. So it's unfamiliar territory for me. So I decided a good first step would simply be to call a travel agent. So I called a travel agent, I talked to her. It seemed like she knew what she was talking about. So I took those steps. Let me go ahead and talk to the travel agent, go in, tell her what I want. And I just started taking these small steps. And this is so important to mention here because very frequently people will put their intention out, but then they won't start walking in the direction of the dream. And I think there's this belief that if I'm walking in the direction, then that's not manifesting. It's not manifesting if you call a travel agent, Andrea. It's not manifesting if you actually do anything, Andrea. But actually, that's part of the process. Sometimes things will just fall into your lap. But for big dreams, it really helps to start moving in that direction because, again, you start resonating with that idea more. You start believing in it more. And belief is critical for manifestation. So those are the two easy steps. The next step is where people often fall apart if they get to this stage in the game. But first, if you enjoy law of attraction videos that teach you how to manifest the life of your dreams, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And of course, turn on the little handy notification bell so that you are notified whenever I release a new video. I make law of attraction content like this every single week, and I know you'll enjoy coming along for the ride. Also, if you like videos that are related to money and abundance, I know we're talking about money and abundance a little bit here. Please also make sure to check out my abundance playlist so that you can see all of the videos that I've got that relate to topics like this on getting lots of money, luxury trips, high-end deals, that kind of stuff. But the next step that we have here is the one that people will typically fall apart with and they'll lose their mojo with. So pay extra attention to this one here. Now, so we've already made a step of we're going to ask for something big. And we've already taken some steps. Now, the next step is that you absolutely must roll with the punches and refuse to settle for less. So this next step is you absolutely must roll with the punches and stay true to your vision and let the magic appear. Roll with the punches, stay true to your vision, and let the magic appear. So I teach people about the law of attraction, right? And so when I decided that I wanted to do this big trip to Germany, and I don't just want to go to Germany with my daughter, I want to stay in nice hotels, I want to have a nice flight, I want to have great excursions, I want it to be a really kind of luxury experience. When I made that decision, I knew that there was a way to get this without it being a strain on me. You know, there's a way to get it probably pretty inexpensively, maybe even free. There was a way for that to be done, but I didn't know how that was going to happen. And so in working with the travel agent, I just went down that road and I stayed true to my vision. I told her exactly what I wanted, what kind of hotels I wanted to stay in, what kind of excursions we wanted to do, what kind of flights that we wanted to have. I gave her everything that we wanted, and I didn't know how much that it was going to be. And when she came back to me with the quote, it cost a little over $20,000. So pretty steep price tag, right? That certainly isn't getting it for free. And most of you would probably say, you know, Andrea, that's not really manifesting. If your goal was to get it and be able to get it easily, maybe get it at a discount, that really doesn't count. All right. But what did I do in that moment? I rolled with the punches and I stayed true to the vision. What I went ahead and did was I just plunked down the cash for the trip. I didn't try to haggle with her to reduce the price. I didn't decide to maybe take a lesser trip, like, you know what, this one's a lot of money, so maybe we'll just go to Orlando, or maybe we won't stay in the nice hotels, maybe we won't do this, maybe we won't do that. I didn't do that. Instead, I said, you know what, this is what we want, and the path of least resistance right now appears to be, let me just pay. And if there's a way for me to pay, I just pay. So I paid. I paid the $20,000, and I got the trip. Now, then the magic appears. The very next day, I have a call with my accountant. He needs to talk to me about, you know, the numbers for the year, okay? And as it turns out, on the call, I find out he's found a way to save me $15,000 in taxes. And in that moment, I realized, oh wait, that pays for like 75% of my trip. That's amazing. I got this amazing luxury vacation for $5,000. Awesome. Awesome. And I was happy about it. And it gets better because we hang up the phone, we get off the call, And about an hour later, he emails me to let me know that he found another $5,000. So my trip just got paid for. And that's really the key that I want to impart with you with the law of attraction, is that dream big, go ahead and dream big, stay true to your vision, roll with the punches. Maybe you got to pay for something, but do it happily, do it easily, and you'll find a way that you get paid for it, or that it works out even better than you thought. It's that settling piece. When you start settling, or when you start to say, this isn't manifesting, this isn't working, I don't want to do it this way, let me reduce what I want, let me bring down my vision, that's when you let things go haywire. If you stay true to your vision, just roll with the punches, stay true to your vision, the magic will appear for you. And I know it's this time of year where people are starting to think about, looking good for spring break and for the summer. So if you haven't yet picked up my body manifesting tip sheet, please go ahead and do so now. It's free. Within this tip sheet, I will show you my top tips to getting into the physical condition that you want to be in. Get lean, get toned, lose weight, all that good stuff. And doesn't matter what your age is, what your hormones are like, any of that kind of stuff. I'm 43 years old. I've got 2 kids, and I'm in phenomenal physical condition thanks to the law of attraction. So make sure to go ahead and pick up that tip sheet at bestbodytips.com. Again, that is bestbodytips.com. And of course, I'll go ahead and put a link below in the description for you. Additionally, if you are new to my work here, I would love to invite you to take my 5-minute law of attraction test. If you would like to know for sure that you really are the creator of your reality, and what goes on in your mind is what is drawn into your world, I've designed a very simple, very quick 5-minute test where you can prove it to yourself. Put something out there and watch it come back. And to take that test now, please go to manifestingtest.com. Again, that is manifestingtest.com. I'll also put the link below in the description to that one for you, but manifestingtest.com is the direct link. Thanks so much for watching today's video on how to manifest big things all of the time. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. And of course, I look forward to bringing you another one soon. Bye-bye.